Women of the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. This week, I have the privilege of chatting with Alicia Morehouse, Partner Marketing Manager, Americas with Hitachi Vantara. Hi, Alicia. It is so nice to meet you.
Hi, Jackie. It's so nice to meet you too, as well, face to face the first time. And thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about this.
Yes, me too. I'm so excited. So let's dive into some of those icebreaker questions.
Sounds good.
Where do you live? And maybe share some places that you've visited.
Sure. Currently, I live in Safford, Arizona, which is a relatively small cotton farming community with a population of about 10,000 people, southeastern Arizona. And I moved here about 5 years ago after living most of my life in California, specifically San Jose, which has over 1 million people. So it was a big adjustment, but I've really come to love Arizona's diverse landscapes, and I go camping and uh, really like it here. And then as far as the places that I visited, I've been really fortunate to travel to incredible places like England, France, Switzerland, Italy, Japan, Hong Kong, China, the Philippines, Maui, Caribbean, Canada, and Mexico. And I'm looking to add more
Wow.
to the list. And my travels have really helped me appreciate the many different cultures that are out there and how to be adaptable. And the next places I'd love to visit are Fiji and Costa Rica.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Everything. I'm so envious. It all sounds so exciting. Um, let's do what is a little known fact about you that you're willing to share with our community?
Well, Jackie, a little known fact about me is that I became a certified scuba diver in my late 30s, both in cold water dry suit diving, which is where your suit is completely sealed, and kayak diving. I had the chance to complete well over 15 cold water dives in Monterey Bay and Carmel, which was amazing. And for me, there's just something magical about being underwater. I just love it. My favorite trips were to Turks and Caicos Islands and a 7 day live aboard sailboat to the Bahamas. And on that dive or on that trip, we did 3 dives a day in the morning, afternoon, and evening. It included a couple of cage-free shark dives and the night dives were amazing with the luminescence. So divers out there know what I'm talking about. So
That's pretty amazing.
yeah, yeah, it was great, Jackie. And diving, I would say, really helped me sort of break outside of my comfort zone and build self-confidence. And those are qualities that I take and use in the role that I have today. So, and even though I haven't dived recently, I hope to get back to it soon. Maybe even going to Fiji or Costa Rica. Who knows?
Yeah, I can totally see how that would push your boundaries. Am amazing. All right, well, let's move into how you differentiate yourself.
Wow, that is such a great question. And it I had to think about it a little bit, but I believe that I differentiate myself by turning challenges into growth opportunities. So I'm always up for a
Mm,
good challenge. And I really strive to share my ideas, in team environments with confidence and grace. I was coming up with new ideas and bouncing them off the wall and seeing if people like them or, so that I like that. And then I strive to be kind, transparent, and I approach every task with a commitment to excellence. I mean, that for me is really key. And then
hmm
I feel I add value by being really organized, dependable, and open-minded. And I'd have to say that these qualities form the core of my personal brand, which, as with all of us, continues to evolve. So my personal brand is sort of like my silent business card, and it
hmm
represents right. It represents my skills, values, and experiences, and it's what others remember me by. So that's how I differentiate myself.
I love that you referred to your personal brand as a silent business card. I've not had someone say that to me before, and it makes so much sense. And I love how you just put that together.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, let's move into leadership. How do you define successful leadership?
Well, Jackie, even though I'm currently in an individual contributor role, there are so many opportunities for me to put on my leadership hat, per se. Whether
Hmm.
I'm managing a program, a vendor, working with channel partners or sales teams, running a marketing campaign, or contributing my ideas in a team setting, I really strive to be an effective leader. And I do believe that successful leaders are visionaries who guide their teams toward shared goals, really while fostering an environment where people feel open to collaborate and share and where people are accountable. But there's one quality that I feel is especially important in a leader, which is humility. And
Mm,
yeah, it's interesting because while some may see humility as a weakness, I really view it as a strength. A humble leader is approachable. They admit mistakes when necessary, and they create an environment where their team members feel safe to share ideas, voice concerns, and collaborate freely. And these are all qualities I personally continue to work on and develop within myself.
yeah, you hit so many good ones there. One thing I just want to reemphasize in what you said is that while you are in a individual contributor role, we're not talking about management skills. We're talking about leadership, and that can be defined by so many things. It does not have much per se to strictly, I have a team that reports to me. So I love that you pointed that out for our listeners.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, a great segue for here would be to go into what you look for inspiration and mentorship.
Well, excuse me, I have to say, Jackie, that I'm really inspired by the women leaders at Hitachi Vantara.
Mm.
Um, this being at Hitachi Vantara, it's been a little different than some of the other organizations I've been in. There's a lot of really smart women leaders, and they foster a spirit of inclusivity and innovation. So I really love that about them. And then, of course, I also seek out communities like Women of the Channel. I like to read leadership and affirmation books, and I keep a few of them on my desk, and I try to read them, if not daily, at least a couple times a week. And the current reads that I have are Daily Affirmations by Celeste Anderson. That's a really good one. She Thinks Like a Boss, Leadership by Gemma Rodell, and The Power of a Positive No by William Ury. And one thing I always go back to, Jackie, though, is my current life mantra, which is on the back of my personal business card. And I'd like to share it with you if that's okay.
Yes, please. We would love that.
Okay, this is my personal business card. And my mantra or my life philosophy is life is a classroom. We are both students and teachers. Each day is a test. And each day we receive a passing or failing grade in one particular subject, grace. Grace is compassion, gratitude, surrender, faith, forgiveness, good manners, reverence, and the list goes on. It's something money can't buy and credentials rarely produce. Being the smartest, the prettiest, the most talented, the richest, or even the poorest can't help. Being a humble person can, and being a helpful person can guide you through your days with grace and gratitude. And that's it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And thank you, Alicia, for allowing us to celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Thank you so much, Jackie. It's been a real privilege.
Mine as well. All right, community members, please comment, give her high fives. We just want to continue to celebrate and also learn from you. So please do continue the conversation because we never want it to stop here. Have an amazing week.
Thank you, Jackie.